Unfortunately, I was right about the UK wanting to impose an exit tax on British citizens. Now, this is something that I've been saying for many years, and honestly, it's something that I even agree with. Even though I don't like paying taxes, I do agree with it. Check what I said a few years ago. If I was the UK government, I would say, no, you're not leaving tax-free. First, pay us a tax, and then you can leave. And that's probably what is going to happen. It might not happen right now, although I do kind of think it will, but it will definitely happen in the near future. They need your tax money. It's free money on the table that they can just get before millionaires leave too quickly. Now, the good news is it's not official just yet. However, these implementations will definitely come into play, in my opinion, in the next 12 to 24 months maximum. And why do I say that? Well, it's pretty straightforward. The UK is losing thousands of millionaires every single year. They're actually, I think, number 2 for losing millionaires globally. So if you're the government in the UK and you're looking at your finances and you see that you're being bled dry by one group of people leaving, well, you're going to try and plug it so that they don't keep leaving. That's what I would do myself too. And understandably, honestly, an exit tax does make sense. It does make sense for British citizens to pay a tax before they leave the UK. Why wouldn't they? Almost every other country around the world has an exit tax. Like Canada, where I'm from, we have an exit tax. So why wouldn't the UK do the same thing? So if they do it, this is gonna help them slow down the amount of people leaving the UK. And it's also going to increase the amount of taxes that they're going to collect because, of course, with less people leaving, the more money they get to keep. So it's a win-win for them, and it's a no-brainer decision. Now, again, like I mentioned, this hasn't been implemented just yet, but if you wait too long, it'll be too late for you to leave fully tax-free. Now, again, if you're Canadian and you want to leave Canada and you have capital gains, you have to pay these capital gains before you leave Canada. In the UK, you don't have to pay any taxes at all, which just doesn't make sense. But anyway, that's just how it is right now. You can leave the UK, no taxes, as long as you don't return back to the UK within 5 years. All of your capital gains taxes are tax-free. If you came back to the UK after 10 years, it's fine. However, if you left the UK, cashed out your crypto, and came back 3 years later, you would have to pay a tax on those capital gains. Now, with most other countries, again, you have to pay a tax before you leave. So let's say your Bitcoin went up, then you want to leave to Dubai, great. You have to pay a tax before you leave to Dubai. Then you start from scratch, right? From zero again. So this is something they're definitely going to implement. So people are definitely going to leave the UK now faster than ever. With these new things spreading around, of course, more and more people are going to talk about this. It's going to get in the press. And again, generally speaking, if you're looking from a position of not being greedy because it's your own money, if you're a British citizen, just think about it like this. Imagine in your house, you have someone making a lot of money and they told you, oh, one day I'm going to pay you a percentage of this money once I sell my assets, right? And then one day they just said, oh, actually, instead of paying you, I'm just gonna leave and I don't have to pay you. So that's not really fair, right? And you're benefiting from the social services in the UK. You're benefiting from everything in the UK, living in the UK, the streets, the roads, everything. Why don't you pay your fair share? Again, like I said, I don't like taxes. I hate paying them, but I do understand where they're coming from, and I do think that it is fair for them to impose a 20% or 30% exit tax on your capital gains if you do plan on leaving the country. So what is your solution? Set up in Dubai now, set up in a tax haven now, where you can legally cash out your crypto before these changes take effect, because it could happen just like that. Overnight, you could wake up and tomorrow, if you did decide to move to Dubai with GenZone, your move is going to be significantly more expensive. Now, with that being said, there might be some specific criteria that could, allow you to not pay a full tax, but at this moment, we have no idea what they're planning on doing. All I know is that they want to stop the amount of millionaires leaving the UK. This is not a long video, basically just to tell you, I told you so, but I wish I was wrong because, of course, for us, we want people to move to Dubai as easily as possible, and this is just adding more and more friction. The UK is one of the #1 client bases for us, and with an implementation like this, things could definitely change. In my opinion, though, coming from Canada with a similar exit tax scheme, I absolutely think that moving to Dubai is still 100% worth it for someone. Why? Because even though you do have to pay a small exit tax, your overall net benefit over the next 5, 10, 20, 30 years of leaving a high tax jurisdiction is significantly better for you. So yes, you might have to bite the bullet and pay a little tax like some countries have, or most countries have, but down the line, in the long run, it's absolutely worth it if you plan on continuing to make money. If you're not planning on making money and the money you have is the money you have, okay, it might be a different story. But if you just started a business or you've been running a business for 3 to 5 years, it's doing well, but you continue to keep making money, absolutely. Move to Dubai, we'll help you do it. We'll help you do it before the deadline. And of course, you need to register in Dubai really quickly, because if you don't register really quickly, you might even have to pay a 9% corporate tax, which is coming into effect in 2027. But if you register quick enough, you will benefit from 2025 and 2026 fully tax-free on a corporate level. Now, people might wonder, well, why would I move to Dubai if you have a 9% corporate tax? Well, it's a 9% corporate tax. Again, a corporate tax is paid after you pay your salaries, expenses, etc. So you can reduce this as much as possible, making your net income significantly different than your actual revenue, right? So in that case, your actual taxable amount would be maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6%, depending on what income level you're at. And currently at this moment in 2025 and 2026, we have a small business relief that allows businesses to avoid the 9% tax and have a reduced amount on their 9% tax, because the first 100,000 US dollars in net profit that you make, of course, revenue minus expenses, is fully tax-free still. We have so many videos on this topic on the channel, so just click any video on the channel and check that out. And of course, if you're looking to get set up in Dubai and looking for expert assistance, you can book a free consultation using the link down below. And if you're not ready to book a call just yet, scan the QR code on this video to get in touch with us by text. And if you're not ready to do that either, then watch this video right here that shows you what it looks like to actually work with GenZone once you get started.